Hi Dashnex community, I'm Rose and welcome to this episode of Dashnex Insider, the video series where we bring you announcements, updates and news to help you grow both on our platforms and online in general. Now in this video we'll be talking about TikTok yet again, but we'll also be talking about new updates to LinkedIn and Twitter after they have laid relatively dormant in the marketing sphere for a little while now. Stick around till the end and I'll be sharing some Dashnex development updates too. First up, we're talking about TikTok, a platform that is slowly but surely taking over. Over the past few months, TikTok has been testing its self-serve ad platform with several brand partners, but last week, TikTok finally announced that this ad platform is now available to all businesses as part of their new TikTok for Business platform, which we discussed last week. Now, if you're familiar with ad campaigns run through other social media platforms, then TikTok's self-serve platform won't look that different. Specifically, if you've used Facebook's ad manager, you should have no issue navigating TikTok's ad creation flow. Aside from features such as usual setup options, such as targeting options, scheduling budget, and that kind of thing, this platform also offers video templates and auto editing tools too. These fresh features will enable you to easily create custom content and add a mix of video and still images for your campaigns. Since the platform was recently banned in India, it appears that this push for advertisers to spend on ads could not be better timed. As a result of the ban, TikTok reportedly lost 200 million users overnight, which could significantly affect the trajectory of the platform. And that's not all TikTok stands to lose at the minute either. Following the ban in India, we have seen murmurs of the app being blocked in Australia, the UK and the US. Now, while nothing concrete has been determined yet, it would seem that these rumours have again reignited the debate over how the app collects data from its users and whether the platform should be allowed to function altogether. So with TikTok in hot water, it will be up to marketers to decide whether they will risk diving in or stay clear. Though before you make up your mind, listen to this. TikTok is again looking to curry the favour of the business community by establishing a new $100 million support program that will help SMBs get back on their feet. From this effort, it's safe to say that TikTok right now is doing everything in its power to capitalise on this attention and maximise the app's potential. While presently the future of the app may be unknown, it might be worth evaluating how TikTok may serve your business before you completely turn your back on the idea. Next up, we're talking about the latest updates coming from LinkedIn. These flashy new tweaks include a new follower analytics for company pages, an audio option for pronunciation on user profiles, as well as an alternative process for limiting company page invites. Now, if you check out your LinkedIn company profile analytics, you'll find a new marker on the analytics tab. This edition sees a new listing of your company page followers by individual profile, which you can expand out to see a complete list of every single person who is following your page. But why should you care about this new feature? Well, this listing offers you the opportunity to reach out to your new followers and thank them. More than that, this list provides you with valuable insight into who is visiting your page and thereby how you can adjust your processes to ensure you cater to your audience. Following on from this, LinkedIn is also employing a new system that will limit the number of invitations a company can send to their connections to entice them to follow. In an effort to minimize spam, which we'll all be thankful for, this new system will provide each company page with 100 credits that they can use each month, with each invite sent equaling 1 credit. While credits are returned once your invite is accepted, unfortunately, accumulated credits do not roll over at the end of the month. It's still early days for this system, so only time will tell if it's actually more advantageous for businesses or not. Now, moving on, don't you just hate it when people mispronounce your name? Or worse, when you're the one tripping over syllables? Well, it would appear that LinkedIn has a solution for this problem by adding an audio option for name pronunciation in your profile. Now, in the LinkedIn app, you'll notice the option to add a short audio recording of your name to help your followers learn the correct pronunciation of your name and hopefully avoid some awkward situations in the future. While these new additions won't exactly revolutionize the way you use LinkedIn, they do, however, offer you some great insights into how you can build your on-platform presence. Definitely some things to keep in mind anyway. Next, we're talking about the speculation surrounding a new subscription platform on Twitter. After some eagle-eyed users saw that the company posted a mysterious job listing, the Twitter sphere is buzzing with speculation. This job listing revealed that Twitter has a new internal team, Griffin, that is building a new subscription platform. Now, while the job listing notes that a subscription platform would be the first for the platform, it's unclear how Twitter is planning to implement this service. As noted in an article from The Verge, Twitter generates the vast majority of its revenue through ad sales and data licensing currently, and a subscription service could potentially provide exclusive content in return for a monthly fee. It would seem that Twitter is eager to keep the specifics of this new endeavor under wraps though, as they have now edited the original job listing to remove any mention of the subscription service. But it's not the first time that Twitter has dipped its toe into the waters of a subscription model. In 2017, Twitter conducted a survey to assess whether users would pay for new analytics, information about what your followers were tweeting about, and news alerts. Further back from that, in 2009, Twitter even proposed a subscription-based model that featured advanced analytics. If Twitter had actually implemented this model, we would have seen companies actually paying for verification for their accounts too. While we may see some of these ideas implemented in the future, it would appear that Twitter is actually looking to match other platforms. After seeing how services such as Facebook span subscriptions, entice popular, prominent users to post more frequently, it's easy to see why Twitter would venture down this route. Now, it's still too early to know what a subscription service on Twitter would actually look like. At first glance, you would assume that a subscription on Twitter would mean paying for someone's tweets, but that might not be the case. In this sense, we definitely will be watching this space, and so should you. Now, moving on to some updates from the Dashnex development team. At Software HQ, we are working on two big parallel parts of the business. On one side, we are preparing and moving our platforms to the infrastructure that will allow us to even faster deploy new features for our users. On the other side, we are working on these new features. That means that we are making a big difference on our end, which we hope to be visible soon at the user's end as well. Like we've mentioned before, our customers are a number one focus for us, and user experience is something we want to improve all the time. Furthermore, we are not focusing only on improving our platforms to increase their performance, but also making sure that the security and stability of the platforms are at the highest level too. In the meantime, we are also working on a number of bugs and features, a list of which can be found at the link in the description. That's it from me this week. So we've talked TikTok again, but we've also talked Twitter and LinkedIn. So make sure you look into these platforms, as many of you may have forgotten they even exist. Now, it's important to remember that you don't need to use all platforms, but you do need to use the ones which work best for you, your business, and your customers. See you next week.